Testosterone Therapy, Part 5. As I have shown, even some of the foremost experts on TRT are entirely missing key and fundamental pieces to the overall puzzle of our sacred body, mind, and soul vessel. Western mainstream medicine does not address the enormous power of healthy behaviors as the true foundation for our health, nor do they necessarily treat our sacred body, mind, and soul as a natural, whole, symbiotic, intelligent, and complete, masterful creation. This is exactly why holistic health is the best approach for our health, where we can finally fit all the key pieces together to form a complete and perfect picture of the unique child of God we are truly meant to be. When I first started my healing journey, which included TRT, I was becoming increasingly aware that I was actually experiencing the symptoms of virtually induced arousal dysfunction, or PIED. So my approach was almost entirely coming from an arousal health perspective. I had not yet experienced my true awakening, my ultimate mission, my miracle healing, nor my planned journey of massive positive transformation. With TRT, I noticed a powerful surge in my energy levels, which translated to some benefits in my physical fitness program. But I did not see the full gains and optimal potential, which was still missing. And I did not notice any difference in my overall arousal performance and potency. There was still a massive key building block which was entirely missing and which I was completely unaware of at the time. Little did I know that when I would finally be led to this massive key cornerstone and healthy foundational behavior, I was about to literally explode on the scene once this last key piece was set in place. The key which unlocked the precious vault, the vast treasure chest, and the power of my mind was my decision to permanently quit graphic arousal imagery, all similar virtual arousal imagery, and to practice essence retention. This was the golden key, which unlocked the unlimited potential of my mind, where I could do anything I put my mind to. This was the launching pad for explosive growth in every aspect of my life, within my arousal, relational, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. But who handed that golden key to me to unlock my hidden potential and to lead me to the ideal being I was truly destined to become in life? It was God who showed me the way forward when I was utterly lost, exhausted, broken down, and had completely given up. I prayed with every fiber of my being, every drop of blood in my heart, and all the ferocity my soul could harness, over and over, for a healing miracle, a healing miracle, a healing miracle. It was this raw and vulnerable exposure of my heart and soul, the complete abandonment of my ego, and the utterly desperate cries for guidance, courage, and a holistic pathway out of the deep, dark canyon I had fallen into, which stirred and awakened the unlimited power of God to set me on the most unexpected, unimaginable, beautiful, and powerful journey of my life. It was through God that I discarded the heavy armor I was donning and was reborn entirely anew into the being God always intended for me to become. Not only did God hand me back my full inherent power of arousal, but God showed me that my arousal, physical, relational, mental, emotional, and spiritual health is entirely interlinked, interwoven, and interconnected in the most amazing tapestry ever created. God showed me that a holistic approach to our health, something I had believed in since I was a teenager, is the golden pathway to true healing, true empowerment, true joy, and the ultimate being we're truly meant to be in life. Once the key foundational piece of my own holistic health puzzle was put into place, the complete picture of my own unique and priceless work of art came into view for the first time in my life. My neurology was finally able to rest, regenerate, repair, rewire, and reboot as my dopamine levels and receptor sites, my testosterone levels, as well as my chi arousal energy, was able to rebuild and grow to optimal levels. The immense and indescribable suffering I was experiencing with PIED was entirely reversed and healed within 6 months to a year, simply by permanently eliminating graphic arousal imagery and practicing essence retention. My relationship became deeper, more connected, more intimate, and more sensually potent. My physical fitness program exploded as I began to utilize the increased drive, determination, motivation, and willpower from healthy dopamine levels and receptor sites in combination with healthy testosterone levels towards a robust and powerful physical fitness program like none I had ever attempted in my life. And I have slowly increased this program over 4 straight years. My moods balanced as I began to feel light, quick, and free. I felt better than I had felt in decades. My mental clarity, acuity, creativity, and productivity absolutely exploded as I made great gains in my career and passions in life and uncovered abilities, skills, and gifts buried deep within the treasure trove I had uncovered. As the divine pieces of my puzzle fit seamlessly together, the rich tapestry of my true purpose and meaning in life unfurled like the long tendrils of a fern stretching out for sunlight. Through the perfect eyes of God, the true vision and ultimate goal of my soul came into sharp focus. The holistically healed man I was truly meant to be in life emerged from a long, deep, dysfunctional, debilitating, and disempowered slumber to truly start living life as God had always intended for me to live. My full inherent power, my divine blueprint, and the ideal being I was destined to become was perfectly laid out in front of me like a sacred roadmap, a silken trail, and a golden pathway laden with priceless gems of new opportunity, freeing me from the prison I had grown accustomed to. The holistic approach to my optimal health, fitness, arousal, relationships, and creative potency combined into perfect chemistry, synergy, harmony, and balance. Dopamine and testosterone hold enormous potential for massive positive transformation and empowerment in our lives. But their true potential and optimization can only be realized through a holistic approach, not the isolated, reductionist, and overly simplistic approach of Western mainstream medicine. We can never ignore and override the negative consequences of unhealthy arousal and physical behaviors with an entirely synthetic chemical approach. We can only realize the greatest benefits of medical interventions, such as bioidentical pellet TRT, when we combine them with healthy arousal and physical behaviors. Restoring healthy levels of testosterone and reclaiming our manhood and womanhood is simple and easy, and in many cases, free. Permanently quitting graphic arousal imagery and practicing essence retention will dramatically increase testosterone levels naturally by 146% after 7 days. This will act as a springboard for a powerful physical fitness, exercise, and weight resistance program, which will raise testosterone levels naturally through increased muscle mass and decreased surface and visceral fat. Eating an intelligent plant-based diet, free of estrogenic hormones, endocrine disruptors, synthetic chemicals, and carcinogens, while avoiding micro and nanoplastics found in virgin and recycled plastic water bottles and soft drinks, as well as other environmental sources, will increase testosterone levels and decrease estrogen levels naturally. And for those who want the added amazing advantages of bioidentical pellet testosterone replacement therapy, we can increase testosterone naturally by mimicking as closely as humanly possible natural, abundant, and healthy levels of testosterone. This will restore testosterone levels to the upper tier of the optimal ranges we experienced in our youth, and which previous generations experienced without as much disruption as we experience today in our hormonal levels. You hold the enormous power harbored within the beautiful gifts of your eternal mind and infinite energy source to radically transform your health, restore your balance of testosterone, and reclaim your manhood and womanhood naturally through the foundation of your healthy arousal, dietary, and fitness choices you make every single day. You absolutely deserve a life exploding and exuding with vitality, vibrancy, and youthful vigor, no matter what age or gender you are. Follow the science, follow your heart, and follow the pathway to your full empowerment, your divine birthright, and your inherent blueprint. Always make every decision the best decision for you, your health, your life, and your power. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to catch the next video.